Okay, hello YouTube. For this video, I wanted to kind of do a weird experiment, and I'm going to first do it with the Lichess database, and then I'm going to do it with the Masters database. But I wanted to ask the question, like, okay, with Black, what is the opening that statistically you should win with the most? Like, if you follow like this weird type of logic that I'm going to follow, which is you play the most common move in the database for White, and then you scroll until you find the move with the highest percentage win rate for Black, and then you play that every single time. Like, number one, what would the opening be? And number two, like, would it be sound according to the engine, or are people just playing weird, trappy stuff and getting lucky? And I was just kind of curious. So if we start out with this first one, it's E4, and then the highest percentage we have here is C6. So it's recommending the Caro-Kann, nothing weird. Most common move for White, D4. And then the highest percentage for Black is actually just the main line. It's D5. And then we have the most common move for White is going to be E5, and then the highest percentage for Black is still a main line. It's the move pawn to C5. And then we have the most common move for White here is C3, and then we have the highest percentage is also still a main line. We have 53% with Knight C6, and then we have Knight F3 is the most common move. Bishop to G4 is going to be 55%. That's going to be pretty good. So we're still kind of playing decent enough chess. Okay, so we have bishop to e2, and now we have what is the highest percentage. It looks like e6, still pretty good chess. The computer doesn't hate it. Most common move, castles kingside. And now queen b6, all of this, but the highest percentage is actually bishop takes f3. So we're going to play bishop takes f3, which the computer still doesn't hate. Bishop takes f3, and now where is the highest percentage? It's going to be this move. We got to scroll down a little bit because there's other options here. Wow, 60% pawn to a6. This is a weird move. Okay, so a6, and it's already saying advantage White, but look at the win percentages. The win percentages are super high for Black, so what in the world is going on here? So the most common move here is bishop to e3, and then where is our highest win percentage here? We got to scroll down. We got a lot of different moves. It looks like rook c8 at 59% is getting the highest win percentage. And then knight d2 is the most common move, and this is Black is now winning 73% of the time. We have an 86% win percentage for knight on gd7, which the computer still gives us advantage White. Queen b6 is winning 50% of the time, and the amazing b5 is winning 100% of the time. But I've got a feeling this move is actually really bad. It's only been played twice, and it won both times in the Lichess database, but the computer gives this as completely winning for White. So this goes with this huge asterisk. Don't try this at home. Because if dc5 looks like White is completely winning, I guess in the two games this was played, White played something else. He played a3 and a4, and Black did well and somehow went on to win. Okay, so this is just weird. Like, Black was doing great up until, well, he wasn't even doing great up until b5. But okay, so let's take a look at the Masters database. Maybe we'll get something a little more sound, because this looks like something I personally don't want to try. Because if I get into this position, I think I could be completely lost if they just take this pawn seemingly completely for free. And you can see this is just a +3 advantage for White, according to the engine. So this just looks terrible. Okay, so I really just don't want to do this. Okay, so let's take a look and see what is going to be the difference in the Masters database. So for starters, we have the main move here, e4, and then we got to scroll down and find the highest percentage. It looks like it's 30%. It's actually g6. So on the master level, g6 is our best move, apparently. So then we're going to have d4, and then we got to scroll down and find the highest percentage. We got a 31% for knight f6. A 50%, but only 4 games. But still, remember the rule. We're going for the highest percentage. So a6, this is the way to go. Oh, wait, no, this is even better, though. Only 2 games. So we have e6, drew twice, and won twice. So e6, and then the most common move is knight c3. And Black managed to win 100% of the time with the move bishop to g7. Who are the masters in here? Nakamura did this. Thank you, Hikora Nakamura, for winning this game against Maxim Vachier-Lagrave. Even though technically this position is plus 1.5 for White. White is absolutely killing here. So there you go. It doesn't matter if you're a master or if you're an amateur player. In order to play the opening that statistically at least wins the most games, even though it's a very, very small sample size, you apparently have to play something really, really terrible. And I got a feeling if these games were played more times, I think that Black would lose a lot more often. So anyways, I hope you found this video entertaining. By no means were any of these moves or any of these ideas suggestions for play. Please do not try this in any of your games. I have a feeling this stuff gets played more times, it's going to lose a lot of games. I hope you learned something new about chess. This was just kind of a fun video. Please hit that notification button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and thank you very much for watching.